Welcome to Buns and Bubs. Let's talk about
how to navigate and, let's be honest, survive the infamous 2-week wait. Yeah, this quote really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The mental roller coaster where time seems to stand still. I mean, if you've ever been there, you are nodding along right now because that is exactly what it feels like. So let's just make sure we're all on the same page. What is the 2-week wait? You'll often see it called the TWW for short. It's basically that stretch of time, that limbo between ovulation, or maybe an embryo transfer, and the moment you can finally take a pregnancy test and actually trust what it says. So why is this wait so just agonizingly confusing? Well, it usually boils down to one little habit that is so hard to break: symptom spotting. You know what I'm talking about? Constantly checking in with your body, analyzing every single twinge, every little feeling, just hoping, praying it's an early sign. And you want to know who the main culprit is behind all this mind-bending confusion? It's this hormone right here, progesterone. See, progesterone levels rise after ovulation no matter what, whether you're pregnant or not. And it's a real trickster because it causes symptoms that look almost identical to both early pregnancy and PMS. It's basically the universe's cruelest prank. Okay, so how on earth are we supposed to decode our body's clues when everything is so muddled? Let's try to cut through all that noise and look at the science of what's really happening in there. All right, here's one of the biggest questions, probably the one that sends us all running to Google. You see a little spotting and your brain immediately goes, okay, is this implantation bleeding or is my period just showing up early? It is the classic 2-week wait dilemma. And the frustrating thing is the differences can be so subtle. But here's the general idea. Implantation bleeding is usually super light, more like spotting. The color tends to be pinkish or even brown, and it really doesn't stick around for long. A period, on the other hand, well, it usually starts heavier. It's a more classic bright red, and it's there to stay for a few days. But here's a really, really important piece of information. Please hear this. Only about 1/3 of pregnant women actually get implantation bleeding. So if you don't see any spotting, it means absolutely nothing. Seriously, it is not a bad sign. So many people get worried about this, and you just don't need to add that to your plate. Okay, let's look at a realistic biological timeline, because this is so key for managing expectations. For the first few days, nothing. The embryo is just settling in. Literally, you're not supposed to feel a thing. Then, as implantation gets going around days 3 to 5, maybe some mild bloating. Maybe. Then, once it's complete, you might get that spotting we just talked about. But look here. It's not until way later, like day 9 or 10, when that pregnancy hormone HCG really starts to kick in, that you might start to feel things like nausea. This just proves why driving yourself crazy looking for symptoms in that first week is just not helpful. Okay, enough of the stuff we can't control. Let's flip the script and talk about what we can do. Instead of just passively waiting, let's get active. It's time to focus on nourishing your body and, just as importantly, your mind. Now, this is not about a crazy, restrictive diet. Please don't add that stress to your life. This is all about self-care. Think about adding in things that are supportive, like oats and sunflower seeds, spinach for that great folate, maybe some salmon for its awesome anti-inflammatory benefits. And my favorite one on this list, fun foods, because seriously, your emotional well-being is a huge part of this. Eat the chocolate, enjoy yourself. So, the big idea here is to focus on what you can do. A really popular mindset that helps a lot of people is to just act as if you're pregnant. And what does that mean? It just means making those gentle, positive choices. Keep up with light activity, like walking or some gentle yoga. Be mindful with your food. These are small, positive things that can give you back a sense of control. And then, of course, there's the flip side, what to try and avoid. And the logic here is pretty simple. First, please try not to test too early. You're just setting yourself up for the anxiety of a potential false negative. It's just not worth the stress. Also, now is probably not the time to start training for a marathon, so hold off on any new, super intense workouts. And, just like we said, if you're acting as if, that means avoiding things like alcohol and smoking. We've talked a lot about the physical side, but let's be real for a second. The 2-week wait it's a mental game. It is an emotional marathon. So let's switch gears and build a toolkit specifically for your mind. Here's a simple 5-step plan to help you stay sane. Step 1. Just admit it. Say it out loud. This is hard. Acknowledging it is half the battle. Step 2, put down the phone. Avoid that Dr. Google rabbit hole. We've all been there. It never ends well. Step 3, try to stay in the present moment. A few deep breaths can work wonders. Step 4, curate your support team. You don't have to tell everyone, just the people who will actually support you. And step 5, maybe the most important one, practice self-compassion. And what does self-compassion even look like? Well, it can be as simple as repeating this to yourself. Just try it. I am doing the best I can in a difficult time. Because it's true, you are. It's such a simple but powerful little phrase to give yourself some grace. All right, that brings us to our final point. And honestly, if you take away only one thing from this whole explainer, I really hope this is it. Let's talk about something we'll call the silent wait. Okay, here it is. This is the most important message. The absence of symptoms does not mean it didn't work. It is not a sign of failure. I'm going to say that again. The absence of symptoms is not a bad sign. So many healthy, successful pregnancies begin with absolutely zero early signs. Feeling nothing is completely 100% normal and valid. So I want to leave you with this question to think about. When you strip away all the biology, all the timelines, and all the symptom spotting, this journey is really about how you treat yourself through a tough time. So my question for you is, how can you be just a little bit kinder to yourself on this journey? If this explainer made you feel even a little less alone, you're always welcome here. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe to Buns and Bubs for more gentle conversations around pregnancy, motherhood, healing, and real mom life. I've also created a gentle 2-week wait survival kit, something I truly wish I had during my own pregnancy journey. It's been curated with love and care to support and guide you through this emotional time. Feel free to download it below and share it with fellow moms if it may help them too. Let these words sink in before you go. You are not alone. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Take gentle care of yourself today, and I will see you next time.